In early February, just after the Iowa caucuses, I wrote a blog post in which I explained through what I'm going to call political logic and the numbers that are out there that it seemed to me that the Democratic nominee, despite the strong showing by Bernie Sanders at the time, was more likely to come from one of Biden, Buttigieg, or Bloomberg, given that I thought the centrist side of the Democratic Party was a little stronger than the progressive side. And although I very much think a woman president is something this country could really use and soon, I found it unlikely in this particular cycle because of people's fears of Donald Trump. So indeed, that's what has happened, and Biden from that group looks to be the prohibitive favorite, even though he's still battling Bernie Sanders. And I've said in prior videos that in comparing the two charts, I think that Biden's is stronger and he has a much better chance. I even think that in terms of the fatedness of things, this awful situation that we're in has also favored or helped Biden, that is, because when people feel this much pressure, this much fear, they're more likely to run towards safety as opposed to looking for revolutionary change. And in the debate that we just experienced yesterday, in which Bernie was trying to, as a last resort, shake Biden's current dominant position, he found it hard because at one point, to give an example, he talked about Medicare for all and how we must have Medicare for all, and Biden pointed out correctly that Italy has a system that is similar to Medicare for all, but it's not exactly helping them because in a situation like this, what you really need is some kind of action that is going to solve the problem. Of course, he's pointing to himself, being a politician, as being the better choice in that sense because he's been there before, he's dealt with these things before, and so in that sense, the terrible situation we're in is also helping him. Now, there are going to be primaries coming up very soon in Florida, Illinois, Arizona, and Ohio, although apparently the Ohio primary may be canceled. But in all four, Biden has very comfortable double-digit leads. So I would say that pretty soon it'll be obvious that he should be the nominee, and then we'll be down to a fight between Biden and Trump. Although, of course, I have to end by saying that the situation we're in is so crazy that, having said all that, I have to say, who knows? We'll have to see what happens month by month. But at least in the immediate sense, it should be Biden versus Trump.